गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः सीताय पतये नमः सीताय पतये नमः. So we are in Adhyatma Ramayana. I can't remember the chapter, but we are on verse number 38. So here we are looking at the Laxman Gita, and Laxman Gita is the dialogue between Ramchandra ji and Laxman ji. Actually the other way, Laxman ji and Ramchandra ji. Laxman ji is asking the question and Ramchandra ji is answering the questions, and in that come karo. And here where we have reached is, we'll just recap 36, 37 so you know where we are. I'm not going to start from the beginning. Janasambadha rahita shuddha desha nishevanam prakrutair janasanghaischa hyarati sarvada bhavet atmajnane sadodyogo vedantarthavalokanam uktairetairbhave jnanam viparitairviparyayah. So here it is talking about one should reside for the, see, Bhagwan is telling you Gyan and Vigyan. Gyan is about the knowledge and Vigyan is about the application of knowledge in your life. And here is now he has reached, he has given the knowledge before. That how one Paramatma becomes Ishwar and Prakriti, and how that Prakriti becomes Trigunatmika, etc., etc. But now he is telling you that Paramatma, how he is to be attained, how one can attain enlightenment, moksha jisko bolte hain. So how it is to be gained. So here the exercise that he is putting across to Laxmanji. Did Laxmanji practice anything? No. Did all the practices that Arjun was told by Sri Krishna, did Arjuna practice anything? No. Then what did they do? They, when they were listening, the word is atmasat kar liya. That means they listened with such attentiveness that inner transformation took place. Whatever those words meant, it clicked inside. Then you don't have to do anything. Initially, my mother gave me one name. Then when I became brahmachari, the brahmacharya name was given, Brahmachari Deepak. Many days it took to adjust to that. Why? I forgot my name was Deepak. So some people used to say Deepak and I will not answer because I am used to knowing the other name. See? क्योंकि आत्मसात नहीं हुआ था. Then I had thought about the name, made it my own, and I used to react to the older name. Then again after a few years, then again sannyas name, Swami Paramananda Saraswati. Again now, some of them, Swamiji, which Swamiji? I am looking for Swamiji. I don't realize that people are calling me Swamiji. Time लगता है कभी कभी, पर आपको time लगता है? If someone, the moment that child is saying ba ba ba, mummy thinks he's calling ma ma ma. है कि नहीं? बाबा कैसे बोल सकता है, मामा ही बोलेगा पहले. तो आत्मसात करना, यू हैव टू मेक इट योर ओन. And to make that own, you don't need sadhana. Because according to our knowledge, according to our shastras, what you are seeking in life, get this into your heart and mind. Whatever you are seeking in life, whether it be God, whether it be Paramatma, you are already that. You don't know it. Why you don't know it? Because एक पर्दा चढ़ा हुआ है. There is a veil of ignorance. And what is that veil of ignorance? You have forgotten your true nature, and therefore you have accepted I am this body. This is the mistake that we have made. We have to correct it. Where is this correct? You are going to kill your body to correct this mistake. You are going to change your sex to correct this mistake. People are doing such things. People take drugs to change, to have a peaceful mind. They take alcohol also. They do different sadhanas, kundalini, kriya, bhakti, this, that. All you have to do is accept. Yesterday's class also same thing point. Jnaneshwar Maharaj is telling. All you have to do is accept that Paramatma is functioning through this body and I am of the nature of Paramatma, and live to it. Just like you have accepted you are a man and you live according to being a man. You have accepted you are a husband, you behave according to a husband. You are a father, you behave according to that. So how does Atma function? It has got no likes, dislikes, it has got no desire. It unconditionally loves everything and everyone. In fact, Atma is the material out of which the whole creation is made. Oh my God, I am the whole creation. Yes. Start reveling in these thoughts. One day, within this life, it will click. It is possible. It has clicked to many. And those who it has clicked, they are called saints and sages. It is possible. And does not mean Rishis were also saints. They were also married. They were also, wherever the destiny is taking, that will happen. But that does not stop us from being the eternal truth, whichever way life unfolds, isn't it? So, having said that, now sadhana. What is that? He says, one should reside for the purpose of meditation, concentration, at a secluded, lonely place which is sanctified, compatible, or atmosphere of a place is conducive to spiritual pursuits. This is for practice. You want to sit, unko chair de do.
Yes, yes. Please sit here.
हाँ ठीक है chairs है chair है. So तो अर्जुन को भी in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, he was told Vivikta Deshe, in a secluded place, put your asan, clean the space, clean the ground, then put a blanket, put a deer skin. On the deer skin, put the hay, then put the hay is kusha grass. So put the hay, then put the deer skin, then put the cloth, and then sit down. Did Arjuna sit? He was sitting on the chariot. There was no kusha grass there. There was no deer skin there. There was no cloth there. But he understood. Because he understood, Krishna went to the 7th chapter. Otherwise, he would have stopped. No, go meditate, come back, then we will continue. He didn't do that, no? So same way, here it is for our understanding. When it is talking about that one should reside in a peaceful atmosphere, that atmosphere is not just outside, it is in your mind. Find some space in your mind which is calm, quiet, free of disturbances. Yes, it might help, like this satsang. You come together here, it helps. You go to a temple sometimes, not for networking, but if you go for God, it might help. or you light a lamp in the evening or morning, it will help if you are available. If you are not available, it becomes a mechanical thing. दिया लगाओ, घंटे बजाओ, चलो भाई, हाँ हो गया, आज की ड्यूटी ओवर हो गई. But that moment of lighting the lamp and ringing the bell or chanting your mantra, if you sit down for few seconds, it is you can go dive deep into yourself. Hari Om. Should be always indifferent. Here it is he's saying he should be always indifferent, unaffected, uninvolved, or not bothering about people who can be classified as being worldly. If you are seeking the truth, if you are seeking God realization, then we have to be indifferent to people who are watching serials. हाँ? दिन भर सिर्फ रेसिपी की बात करते रहते हैं, दिन भर मूवीज की बात, दे कीप टॉक. यू अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी? हाँ, she can understand. I asked her why you are answering. Huh? Still not improved. Huh?
Some of the people don't understand.
I didn't ask everyone. I only asked her.
Sorry.
हाँ, ठीक है. ठीक है तो अंडरस्टैंड एवरीवन. हाँ, ठीक है. सो वेयर इज क्या गोपाल गोविंद कौन? गोकुल. गोकुल धाम की जय. यू आर गोइंग टू अ धाम. एंड योर मम इज नेक्स्ट. नमस्ते. डैडी पीछे. अच्छा. एनीवन एल्स इन द फैमिली? She is at home.
Gokul cannot understand Hindi.
Yeah, I spoke in English, no?
Yeah, I know.
I'm getting confused now if I'm speaking. Okay. No, that's okay. We are speaking in English. The lecture is in English.
Sorry, Swami, to disturb.
No, disturb me. This is part of the whole thing.
No, I'm lost in this. Where are we?
We are in verse number 37, 36 and 37.
But
Chapter you asked him.
Yeah, chapter.
Aranyakand chapter 4. So one should not get too much involved with worldly people. Worldly people means those who are relationship oriented and those who are possession. Means they have got a big list, bucket list. I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this. किसी के घर में देख लिया. I also, oh, that chair, oh, it's looking very unique. Where did you get it from? Is it from teakwood or sandalwood? Sandalwood, अरे बाप रे. How much did you get it? Only $500. Okay, tell me where did you get it from? I will also buy one. So we keep collecting car. Oh, where did you get this car? How much is it for? Possessions. So all our life is going only in this. We are trying to secure ourselves by things and people. And things and people can never remove the fear of security from our mind. Only God can. Understand? Only being the self can. Your name is Isha. Live up to your name. है नहीं? हाँ. See? Only He can remove. Because He is of the nature of light. He is of the nature of unconditional love. He is of the nature of eternity. Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, Swarup. His nature is like that. Just like sun's nature is heat and light. Just like sun's nature is such that darkness cannot touch it. Even more so is the Lord Himself, is the Bhagwan Himself, or is the Paramatma. Ignorance, darkness is equal to ignorance. It cannot touch that. And that you are essentially. See? So, when we associate with certain type of people, we start to the... See, yesterday I came back from India and I don't watch serials. But yesterday, after dinner or while dinner, some serial was going on. Suddenly 1 hour went. And when it was going on, I said, why did I sit here for so long?
Alert from no backups for 1,398
Don't
days.
back up this thought, please. So suddenly I realized, why am I sitting here? I don't even enjoy this serial, but I'm just vegetating. Company affects you. So choose right company, choose such company which is guiding you towards the Paramatma, helping you to come closer to the God, understand God, be available to God who is expressing from inside of you. He's always there. So here he says, that is those whose main aim is the pursuit of world and gratification of their sense organs. Worldly people are, I like what I see from my eyes, I want to attain, I desire that. If I listen to a new nice music, I want to buy that CD. Nowadays no CD, I want to download it. If I like some taste, I want to taste that. If I like some nice cloth, I want to buy that. Sensory level. Because from the sensory level, we only interact with the world. With sensory level, we don't interact with the mind. We interact with the world. And in this way, they live and die for rather than for spiritual pursuits. Such people, for them, world is real, birth is real, death is real, their relationships are real. I have to see our Shastras. What do they say? Shastras means scriptures. What do they say? When a child is born, कैसी है? When a child is born, he enters into brahmacharya. First stage of human being is brahmacharya. Then second stage is grahastha. It is a stage of marriage, that he becomes youth, he finds a partner and gets married, produces children. Then third stage is, how many of you are in Vanaprastha here? Or practicing Vanaprastha? Vanaprastha means husband and wife live like brother and sister. Totally independent, not dependent on each other. Do your own thing. Learn to be independent. That period of dependence, period of being together to bring up the new generation is over. Now work towards your liberation. For that, a preparatory step is Vanaprasth. You live independently. And what do you do independently? Watch serials? No. You live independently, chanting the name of the God. Ram, 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 lage raho. Ya read the Puranas, read the Bhagavad Gita. And that will mature you into the next stage, which is sannyas. See? And it is the grahasthashram, it is the grahasthashram is the family life, family period. It is the grahastha, means the married couple who take care of children, who take care of the vanaprasth, who take care of the sannyasis, who give bhiksha, who take care of the animals, who pay the taxes, everything, all load is on that married couple only. Some people go in that direction, some people go in the direction of sannyas straight after brahmacharya. Choice is yours. See? So these worldly people, for them only new house, good trinkets in the house, their garden, their animals, their movies, their food, this is more important. God is secondary. Where is God? I don't know. Nobody has seen it. Nobody has seen it. If nobody has seen it, why should I follow it? They'll argue for find some reason to argue about it. Should always make diligent and sincere efforts to try to understand the nature of the pure true self, and should contemplate and reflect upon the teachings of Vedanta. Yesterday we told you what is Vedanta. Vedanta, you have got Karma Yoga, you have got Dhyana Yoga. Karma Yoga is the yoga of action. Dhyana Yoga is yoga of meditation, which he just told. Then third is Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is yoga of devotion. Then Jnana Yoga, yoga of knowledge. All these are yogas. Vedanta is not a yoga. Air is blowing. Fire is burning. Water is flowing. Earth is crackling. But space, what does space do? It cannot be dried up by the wind, it cannot be burnt by the fire, it cannot be wet by the waters, and neither the earth can affect it, isn't it? It accommodates all the four, but itself is independent. Understand what I am trying to tell you? Exactly the same way. Here, Vedanta means that which is transcendental, that which is beyond everything. It is that where the word concludes, Veda Anta, where the scriptures also don't have jurisdiction to enter. And that is the self, that is the Isha, that is the Atma. To contemplate on that one. By following these paths, observe these rules and inculcating them in their daily lives, a seeker finds Gyan, true knowledge, wisdom and enlightenment, while adopting the opposite behavior, which is what? Worldly involvement. What will happen? Opposite behavior results in an opposite effect. One gets a Gyan. Gyan means ignorance, which leads to delusions and illusions, imaginations, and entrapments, disenchantment, disillusionment, and frustrations and agitations, which eventually leads to breakup of personality. This is what happened to Arjuna in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. He is completely composed, he is completely ready to fight, but when he gives command to Krishna, take me between the two armies, I want to see who has come to fight, as if he didn't know. But when Krishna goes and says, see, you have to fight your grandfather, see, you have to fight your teacher, you see, you have to fight your brothers, personality breakdown. When too much information, you see the children, or see you have been to a marriage, you have all been to a marriage. When the buffet is there, ye khaun ke wo khaun. And what do you end up? One plate, which is now paneer noodles, paneer tikka masala with noodles mixed, with biryani mixed, with chapati mixed, everything is put in one plate. Because you didn't know what to eat. You can't even enjoy each individual taste, and half of it you're going to throw, because after all that mixture of taste, you're not going to enjoy anything. And some people, when there are so many choices are given to them, they can't make decisions. They are at loss to make decisions. See? So when our senses are exposed to the world, what are the eyes seeing? So many colors. We went to India. Mum, after so many years she went. So we bought a lot of, I don't know if she's going to go back again. So she need clothes, Indian clothes, salwar kameez. The dukan, full of cloth, all different types of cloths. And my God, lucky I was there, we made it in 1 hour. Quick decisions. But otherwise, the texture is different, the colors are different, the patterns are different. And mom's running from here to there, to there, to there. This happens to us also, no? And eventually it leads to breakdown of personality. If too many options we give ourselves in life, we will have a personality breakdown. Lesser the options, more integrated you are. No option, you are the best. Then what is happening? Then Lord is functioning through you if you have got no options. Just allow life to express through you. You be empty. That's the best way. But if you become a person who loves options after options after options, people do option trading, no? For some time they'll make some money, but majority of the times they lose money and they go into depression. Breakdown of personality. Till here we did last week. Sorry, थोड़ा सा भी और है. क्या बोलता है? हाँ ठीक है. So for this, when we are focused on the Lord or the divinity or the silence within us or who am I, the tattva, automatically we are not going to be able to run away. You decide to go and find one room in this house, go upstairs. As you become silent, this sound of the fan is going to disturb you. That bird chirping outside, that will become a disturbance. Right now it's so nice to hear it. But when you are in meditation, that also becomes a disturbance. Far away, some car is putting a brake on and your sense of hearing is so acute that becomes a disturbance. So how much are we going to run away from the world? We cannot run away from the world. So we have to find a way within ourselves that in spite of all the worldly sounds that are going on, we are able to access the silence, access the peace, which is our essential nature. And we do it every day when we go to sleep, don't we? If I continue for long, while listening, you will go to sleep. You will access silence. In spite of I'm going on talking. अभी तो एक ही आधा घंटा भी, it's not even half an hour. You don't know what's coming. डरा दो. So rather than turning outwards and get involved in the world, this is called pravritti. Last time we talked about it. We have to practice nivritti. Nivritti is making a U-turn with our senses, with our mind, with our intentions. Right now we are seeking the world through the mind, through the desires, through the senses. They are the gateways. We want to go inwards and let the thoughts, let the desire be, I want to be complete. I want to realize in this lifetime that I am complete, that I am at peace, that I am tranquil, nature of tranquility. Because that is the purpose of life. Purpose of life is not to eat and drink and wake up and sleep and dream and have children and whole life only keep thinking about the children and only keep thinking about your security and investments. That is not life. Till today, nobody has been able to become satisfied, even if he has multi-billion dollars. That son of Hinduja, one of the MPs in British Parliament, that Hinduja family is a billionaire family. He is a member of parliament there. He is an elected representative. His only son, he said, I don't want even one pie from you. And he left home and joined ISKCON. One couple came with me to India, to Kailash, few years ago. I don't know if anyone was you in that group. And one day we were just sitting and Amma started crying. I said, what happened? No, my one son, he went to Germany to study PhD and when he went to PhD, he used to go because our samskaras, the parents had inculcated that habit, go to some ashram, go to some satsang, this, that. So he started going to Ramakrishna Mission. And after 1.5 years, he continued his PhD, he completed his PhD. But while he was studying, he became a monk. So the mother wants other children to become monk, but not her own child. Then the younger son was walking, he looked at that, my brother did this, he is also spiritually oriented, he became a Buddhist monk. Now husband and wife both, all the money is there, all the wealth is there, houses are there, but nobody to give it to. They are complaining. So they said, maybe we'll find peace in Kailash. I said, adopt me. I'm waiting. So it's a good thing that happened. But for them, no, but they should have lived a normal life. They should have got married. They should have got had children. If it was not in their samskaras, it was not in their destiny, then it's not happening. You should be happy that your children became chose that path. See? Now we come to 38th and 39th verse. Buddhi prana mano deha aham krutibhyo vilakshanaha chidatmaham nitya shuddho buddha eveti nishchayam yena jnanena samvitte tadjnanam nishchitam cha me vijnanam cha tadaivaitat sakshad anubhaved yada. Describing what is the meaning of Gyan and Vigyan. Buddhi Buddhi pranam manodeha ahankritibhyo vilakshanaha. So, Sri Ram is giving the meaning of Gyan and Vigyan. Gyan is the knowledge, as I said before. Vigyan is the application of the knowledge. In your life does not mean, normally people will see application of life means when you are moving around in the world. No, in your mind. The shift has to, do you change the computer to change the app? If you have to update the app, do you change the computer? Computer remains the same, isn't it? But only inside the computer the app is updated. We have to update our app called mind. You don't have to change the body, you don't have to change the world, you don't have to change the circumstances. All you have to change is change your thinking. So here, that is Gyan. The realization that I is a stranger to the intellect, pran, wind, the mind, the body, the ego, the arrogance, etc. But I am the Atma, the microcosmic soul, the image of macrocosmic supreme reality, the pure self. And what is the nature of that pure self? Chidatmaham, I am of the nature of consciousness. Nitya, I am of the nature of eternity. Shuddha, I am of the nature of purity. Buddha, I am of the nature of complete knowledge. Then, eveti nish, and be convinced about your own true nature. That you are of the nature of consciousness, you are of the nature of light. You are not the ignorant person. When we associate, when we define ourselves, okay, when we define ourselves with reference to something, it will be incomplete knowledge. So if I define myself, or she defines herself with reference to her, she is the mother. You define yourself with respect to her, auntie. You define yourself with respect to her, friend. You define yourself with respect to me, student. But when you are looking at me, you are thinking of me, student. The moment you look and think about her, immediately friend. So you have to drop the studenthood and take on the friendshiphood, isn't it? You keep taking different roles. That's what we all do in life. Every role is coming and going, and no role is permanent. No role is permanent. And collection of all the roles that you are playing. What are the roles? I am the father, I am the mother, I am the son, I am the daughter, I am the grandparents, I am the friend, I am the employee, I am a good employee, I am a caring employee, I am a caring parent, I am a caring child, I am a friend for everyone, I am a person where everyone comes and feel comfortable with me. All this is good. Same people. Look at this Ranveer Allahabadiya. Beer biceps. One long word. The entire country is after him. Court is after him. That you are influenced. He is an influencer through podcasts. Court has ordered no more podcasts from you anymore. If this is the type of your thinking you are keeping in your mind, we don't want you to influence any child or any teenage in the whole in the entire country or the world. They have stopped put the whole thing. Otherwise, every podcast used to get 2 to 3 million views. And using obscene language about whoever I haven't heard what he said, but it's a big news. So those people who are praising you, those same people are now abusing you. Nothing in this world, nothing remains the same. If you think it is going to be a beautiful weather every day, come to Melbourne. Every day, every 1 hour it is changing. It cannot remain the same. And if you think that all the roles put together is going to make you complete, it is not going to make you complete. How many waves are there on the ocean? Infinite number of waves. What is the nature of a wave? It appears and it disappears, isn't it? Means it is finite, it is temporary. So, infinite number of temporary waves. Is infinite number of temporary waves equal to total ocean? Is it? So, where are the waves? Only on the surface, isn't it? The roles that we play, they are only referential, only on the surface. Dive deep. Just now, Ramchandraji said, turn inwards. Dive deep. We have to find our true nature. And here he says, the recognize. See, referential, I don't know where I did it, but again I'll tell. This is you can take it as body, breath, mind. Or you can take it as waking state, dream state and deep sleep state. Your one world, your daily world is inclusive of these 3 states. You go through waking, you go through dream, and you go through sleep, isn't it? We're living only 1/3. But put these 3 together, it is your complete day, your complete experience of a day. What do you use this finger for? Pointing, isn't it? This is the ego finger. That's why we don't wear rings here. This is only to point. So this ego, when it is identified with waking, dream and deep sleep, it is called an individual. You understanding? Who are you all? Individual. Who is this individual? Who is identified with waking, dream and deep sleep, or technically gross body, subtle body, causal body. Meaning the food sheath is this body, then the vital air sheath, which is the breath, then the mental sheath, you understand, then the intellectual sheath, you understand, and behind all these 4 is the causal sheath, which you don't understand, which you access in deep sleep but you cannot see it. So either you divide these three as waking, dream and deep sleep, or you call it as gross body, subtle body, causal body. I identified with these three is called individual. Just like oil can never mix with water, this I can never mix with water, with the body. It is impossible, but yet we are seeing it happening. What happens in deep sleep? This fellow separates. What happens in meditation? But when this separates in deep sleep, we don't know it because we are under the influence of ignorance. What is meditation, which was told before? Contemplation. It was to watch that the waking is coming and going, dream is coming and going, deep sleep is coming and going. When? Every day. It came and went yesterday, it came and went day before yesterday, and from the time since your brain started working, every day you know the three states are coming and going, isn't it? Who is knowing it? Who is able to say? Who is this person who's saying that these three states came and went? Is it the waker? Right now you are listening to me, you are the waker. Waker cannot enter into dream. Neither the waker is available in the sleep. So he cannot make that statement. Dreamer is temporary. He also cannot enter into waking, nor he can go into deep sleep. So he also cannot make the statement. Deep sleep, there is nothing there. That fellow is not, we think he is there, but we don't know. Because under the spell of ignorance, he also cannot make the statement. Then who made this statement that every day I go through the experience of waking, dream and deep sleep? Has to be someone else, no? Just like this is a person, I know this is a person, and I am the knower and she is the known. I am the seer, she is the seen. You are the hearer, I am the heard for you people, isn't it? I'm feeling. This is felt, I am the feeler. My hands are my mind. Hand cannot feel, mind feels that this is cotton. I think it is cotton. So, is it that the seer and seen have become one? No. Otherwise, how can I see? See? So, someone has to be knowing. Just like I am separate to her and all the seen, and I am saying I am the seer. Similarly, someone is seeing the waker and the waking world come and go, dreamer and the dream world come and go, sleeper and the absence of the two come and go. Someone is seeing. That fellow is this fellow. When he separates himself from these three by way of meditation, by way of contemplation, by some, as it was told before, jnana. You have to accept that I am not the father, mother, daughter, sister. I am not the seer, hearer, toucher, feeler, taster. I am not the waker, dreamer, sleeper. Then what am I? I am the witness of everything. And that is true because you are the witness, you are able to say what has just happened or what has happened. The three states have come and gone every day. So in this way, Sri Ram is telling Laxman Ji that this Atma, this separated one, if you keep this separate from these three for a period of time, eventually waking, dream and deep sleep, today morning's example, this morning's example, not today morning, this morning example. Just like when a fan is going on, for the fan to have momentum, what do you need? For the motor to be functioning, you need power. For that, is that power available all the time? Connection is required, na? So what do? You put the switch on. If I put the switch off right now, what will happen to the fan? It will not stop. it will take some time to stop. It will probably go for 5-10 seconds. Keep rotating. For the waking dream and deep sleep, or for these 5 sheaths to continue day in and day out, life after life, you need a switch on. That switch on is the I identified, giving value to, giving importance to the body, breath, mind, intellect. Identified with body, breath, mind, intellect. The life keeps going on. You separate it yourself through the way we are explaining right now. Switch off. This is switch off. Now what will happen? This will still keep going on. How long? As long as the momentum is going on, isn't it? And when the speed of these 3 slows down, this fellow automatically goes back to his essential nature. This I recognizes that it is what? Chidatma ham nitya shuddho buddho eveti nishchayam. This mudra you have seen many times. All gods sit in this mudra. Mudra means a position of your fingers. It has got great vibration if you put this. And automatically when you are sitting in meditation, your fingers go like that, isn't it? So this mudra says that I am of the nature of eternity. Nitya Shuddha Buddha Muktoham. I am not the waker, dreamer and sleeper. I am the eternal one. Recognize this. Sri Ram is saying this is called awareness. This awareness of this knowledge is called Gyan. Be aware of it. Then this is my conclusion and affirmation. He is telling Laxman Ji that this is my conclusion. Nothing more to add. What he has told you is the essence of 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita. What he has told you in these few verses is all the scriptures put together. He has told you here. In short, when this is witnessed or experienced in practical terms, it is known as Vigyan. First is conviction. Nishchayam means conviction. First be totally convinced. Are you convinced you are a wife? Yes. Are you convinced you are a woman? Any doubt? No. Are you convinced you are a man? Yes. That type of conviction we need, that I am of the nature of truth. I am of the nature of eternity. I am of the nature of all knowledge. First be convinced. And then Vigyan means let it now. The more we stay with it, automatically that knowledge, that truth will start expressing through this, through in your actions, in your speech, in your thoughts, in your vision. Transformation will come about. This is how you got convinced that I am a wife. Then all your actions changed. You are no longer a bachelor. You started behaving like a wife. I'm not giving suggestions. Huh? You got convinced, that's why, na? You did your MBA, you became convinced that I am a good student, I have done MBA. Now you have to put it in application. You will make few mistakes, but slowly your capability, capacity, ability will start expressing in the job. As a wife, as a parent, first time you became parent, you are convinced this is your child. You don't know, you are first time parents. And you do so many mistakes, but you take care, you make the child grow, help the child grow, and provide for that child. But first, I'm giving you these examples so you become first convinced. Not because I'm saying it, because Ramchandra ji is saying it, that you are of the nature of Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta. You are of the nature of eternity. You are of the nature of all knowingness. You are of the nature of complete purity. Contrary to that is you go and put oil on the Shani Dev. Please protect me. A Shani period is coming. Go to God every day or every weekend to the temple. Please get my daughter married. Please get my son married. Please get my son a job. Please get my son's construction work is stuck in the middle. I hope he doesn't go bankrupt. Please, 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 please. I'll break one more nariyal for 5 rupees, $5. This is where we are stuck. And what are you? Infinite. And you're stuck in one nariyal. So when this is he says, Yena jnanena samvitte tad jnanam nishchitam chame. When this knowledge is seen in action, it is known as Vigyan in what do you call, or actual witness of facts, so that there is no doubt or confusion as to their authenticity and truth. In other words, Vigyan is experimental Gyan or Gyan put to practice by following the guidelines of Vedanta. But you have to put it in practice. My life is a full experiment. 37 years. How many? Since 1995, I stopped working. Experiment. 1995. You think I didn't have thoughts? If I take sannyas, that time I was brahmachari. Before I was working, always had money in the pocket, always wearing Italian shoes. Thought came. यार स्वामी जी ने बोला ब्रह्मचारी दीक्षा ले लिया, अभी मैं कैसे जीऊँगा, अब खाना कहाँ से आएगा, पैसा कहाँ से आएगा, how will I survive? These thoughts come. But then the thought of being the truth was more powerful than the thought of survival. I have gone to Middle East to work. I survived the war there while working. I went to somewhere else to study. I survived there also. Chalo, this is new experiment. This is going on. Now there is no question of survival. Now the question is of consummation, not survival anymore. But at the worldly level, thoughts do come. Insurance is there, petrol is there. Aate question, but you just leave it. And Lord provides. He's been providing. कैसे होता है मुझे पता नहीं. अभी हम कुंभ मेले गए थे, कैसे होगा कैसे नहीं होगा. I tell you, millions of people, the day, one of the days, on the 12th, Magh Purnima day I went, 12 million people came that day. 12 million. We were 11 of us, all holding hands, all behind me. And we were going. And सबके सब देखो, सबको कोई छोड़ना नहीं चाहिए. But as long as you are walking slow and together, आराम से गए in that sea of people. You have never seen it like that. So it's not the same what you see on the videos and being on the ground in the midst of all the people. Children, wheelchairs coming to take dip in that 12 million people. Old ladies and gents, पैर टूटा हुआ है, ये डंडे के साथ धीरे धीरे, बेटा त्रिवेणी किधर है, माता जी उधर चले जाओ, कितनी दूर है, बस आइए. That's all you can say. Otherwise they will 2 more kilometers. I don't want to discourage. Everyone is giving tea to someone is feeding someone. It's a mega event of sharing and caring. Sharing and caring. Nobody is fighting with each other. Nobody is pushing each other. There is no Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Everyone coming together. All differences are forgotten. Because Kumbha, what was Kumbha containing? Kumbha means a pot. So this Triveni is the Kumbha. What is the Kumbha containing? Nectar, Amrit. Amrit doesn't have distinctions. There are no distinctions. You have to go beyond all distinctions. And a representation of, till today, till I left, 550 million people have come and taken dip. That's half of India. Almost 45% of India. Whole Europe. Still another 4 days to go. They are almost going 10 million a day. And everyone you talk, she was telling the driver, our taxi drivers in Bombay, they had gone two times. Everyone you talk, we are going to Kumbh Mela. It has become a fad that they don't want to be left out. Now, I have Kumbh Mela, tick. But it is an experience out of this world. Similarly, you take a dip in Gangaji and absolve yourself of all the sins. Triveni Sangam, no? Gangaji, Yamunaji and Saraswati ji. And you wash away known or unknown sins, mistakes that you have committed in your life. Where does Gangaji wash her sins? After you have put all your sins into her. The moment saints and sages, the Nagas, the Mahatmas, they come and step into Gangaji, that very moment she gets purified. She offers it all to them. Why? They are empty. See? So what is that point? What is that place? What is that place of Mahakumbh within you? Where you can take a dip and everything, all identifications, all the roles, all the sins, all the regrets, all the expectations, all the desires, and you become free once and for all. That is what we are talking about. That is the Atma. That is the God. So, that Atma, first become convinced that I am the Atma. Now you put it into practice. If Atma is not identified to the body, then I must not worry about the body. I must not worry about heat and cold. I must not worry about hunger and thirst. I must not worry about likes and dislikes. I must not worry about honor and dishonor. Because I am the Atma. I must not worry about waking dream and deep sleep. I must not worry about what I am seeing or not seeing at the sensory level. Why? I am the Atma. And if Atma is pure, then I should be able to see purity everywhere. Transformation has to happen inside. I can easily change my glasses and if I take it out, I can't see the faces. If I wear the glasses, I can see the faces. Then I see the real you. Okay. Powerful glasses. But from the Atmic point of view, everything is the self. Nothing is outside Atma. So here now he is telling what is Atma. I had just given you a tidbit. Now he explains. Atma sarvatra purnaha syat. Atma sarvatra purna syat. Chidanandatmako vyayah buddhyadyupadhirahitah परिणामादिवर्जितः स्वप्रकाशेन देहादीन् भासयन्नपावृतः एक एवाद्वितीयश्च सत्यज्ञानादिलक्षणः असङ्गस्वप्रभो द्रष्टा विज्ञानेनावगम्यते आचार्यशास्त्रोपदेशादैक्य अज्ञानं यदा भवेत् आत्मनोर्जीवपरयोः मूला विद्या तदैव हि लीयते कार्यकरणैः सहैव परमात्मनि. He says, Atma sarvatra purnaha. Atma is always complete. Purnamada purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate. Purnasya purnamadaya purnamevavashishyate. What does purna mean? Complete. What is the very difficult to explain complete, isn't it? But this verse, this mantra which we just chanted, it says, if there is something called completeness, from that completeness, if this is a bottle and it is complete, now if I have taken out that much of water from Ganga Jal from it, now is this complete? So it is incomplete. And what I have taken out is also incomplete, isn't it? Because the measure, it was full, now it is not full. But that Purna, Paramatma, out of him, something has come out, say the world has come out, the whole creation has come out. What remains behind is also complete, and what has come out is also complete. Take example. The waters, the ocean, just take ocean. If the wave has come out of ocean, has the ocean become less? If the wave has merged back into the ocean, has the ocean become more? It is complete. Purnamada Purnamidam. Out of you, the woman, if the mother comes out, if the daughter comes out, if the grandmother comes out, if the wife comes out, have you become incomplete? Have you become less of a woman because these roles have come out? If these roles have merged back, suppose wife died, now husband is no longer a husband. Has he become more? Now I'm free. No, he's still the same. He's still same. Just like if waves appearing on the ocean do not reduce the ocean, and waves merging back into the ocean do not increase the volume of the ocean, exactly the same way, the truth, the Atma that I am, or the Paramatma, which Atma is nothing, none other than the Paramatma, it is ever complete. Out of it, if waking, dream and deep sleep have come out, I have not become less. And if they merge back, I have not become more. I am ever complete. Atma by nature is complete. Atma is all complete, self-sufficient in all respects, an image of eternal bliss, peace and tranquility without decay or destruction. Now all these qualities are contrary to the qualities of the body. The body is incomplete because it's continuously changing. It is not self-sufficient to keep feeding. That's why I ate earlier, so I can speak. So it is not sufficient. If it is a little bit ailment, I have to go to a doctor. If it is something is wrong, I have to take medicines. It cannot heal itself. Atma is of the nature of bliss. By bliss, there are no desires in it. Therefore, bliss. And why we are not happy? Because always there is a desire in our mind. If I don't sleep for one night, I want to catch up my sleep next day. Catch up. Body can never be at peace. It's continuously changing. Atma is without decay, without destruction. Body continuously decaying, continuously getting destroyed. Because it's changing. Every day you are getting older. Expiry date is there. We don't know which one. Next moment, tomorrow, few weeks, few years, we don't know. Devoid of, and the Atma is independent or devoid of intellect, devoid of all other honors, characteristics, and attributes. There is no quality that can be pasted to Atma, that Atma is like this or Atma is like that. Atma is complete, that's it. You can say, I am ethical, I am moral, I practice non-violence, I never get angry, I am very compassionate. You cannot put all these things to Atma. Atma is everything. It is violence in its presence. Violence also is there, non-violence is also there. Just like sun is unaffected by day as well as night. But day and night are dependent on the sun, isn't it? But can the night affect the sun? Not possible. From sun's point of view, both are non-existent. From sun's point of view, there is no day, and from sun's point of view, there is no night. What do you mean by there is no day? From sun's point of view, there is no heat and light also, because that is its nature. And day and night that you see is only on the surface of the earth. Go out of the surface of the earth, there is no day and night. And there is no light also. See? Similarly, just like that sun is affected but supporting day and all the opposites, similarly this Atma supports waking, dream, deep sleep, body, breath, mind, intellect, but is unaffected, unconditioned by them. Therefore it is complete. Therefore none of the qualities of the 5 sheaths can be attributed to the Atma. Though it puts a glow to the body by its own illumination, it remains without any such halo or glow around itself. As we see people who are closer and closer to the Atma in their own mind, in their own self, that means they have withdrawn from the world, they have become still in themselves, and they are contemplating on the Atma. Such people have a certain aura around them. Such people, those people who can read auras, they see, oh, this is a very divine aura. Or those people, when they come in their presence, they feel a divine vibration. Or such common people, when they come in their presence, they feel utter peace in their mind. Naturally, by being in their presence, their mind becomes calm and quiet. Just like if you are feeling very cold and you come close to heat, automatically the cold goes away and the warmth comes to you, isn't it? Exactly the same way, when we come in the presence of such Mahatmas, all the confusions and doubts leave our mind and we feel at peace with ourselves in their presence. This is what is told here. It is peerless, matchless, unique, and unparalleled, has the form of truthful wisdom, knowledge, and enlightenment, is without any company. It is one, ekam eva dvitiya. It is one without a second. There is nothing you can compare it with. I am giving you examples, but those examples are limited, because if you stretch the example, it will have its faults. Because then the question will come, who's seeing the sun? If sun is supporting the day and night, unaffected by day and night, who is seeing the sun? Who is more powerful than the sun? Eyes. Eyes. Is there any good and bad for the eyes? It illuminates all the colors. Dark, the Vipgari color, the rainbow colors, it sees all of them. It doesn't say this is good. It sees all type of people. This is a man, this is a woman, this is a child, this is an old person, this is a diseased person, this is a healthy person. It's seeing everything and everyone. But the eyes are not making any judgment, are they? Because eye has got no intelligence, it's only illuminating. What is that because of which eye is functioning? Who is knowing the eye? The mind. The mind also has got no, it only allows the thoughts to come and go. It doesn't say this is good thought or bad thought or ugly thought or no, thoughts are coming and going. Thoughts of seeing, thoughts of hearing, thoughts of tasting, thoughts of feeling. All thoughts are coming and going. Mind is not holding on to anything. That this one I like, I am not going to think further. Eyes are not saying, I am only going to look at her and I am not going to look at anyone else. They are not saying that. Wherever it naturally the vision is going, it comes, then it goes away. Next person picture comes in front of the vision illuminates. Similarly, the mind also, it does not discriminate. All types of thoughts are coming and going and the mind is remaining the mind. Who knows the mind? Who knows the mind? The I, intellect. The I knows the mind. But that I also goes, I know Padmini, thought complete. I know Gokul, thought complete. I know Isha, thought complete. I know Arti, thought complete. So with every thought, I is coming and going. Who knows that I is also coming and going? That is this fellow. And the moment you come to this fellow, you recognize this, immediately you fall back into your original self. So what are we? Are we living in the imagination of how we want to see the world? Or are we living in the actual world? You can live in the actual world, which is not other than the Atma, only by being the Atma. But if you take any role, then it is only referential. Get out of it. Here, Bhagwan, Sri Ram is telling that this Atma is of the nature of Swatantra. It is free. It is of the form of truthful wisdom, knowledge and enlightenment, is without any company, is self-illuminated. It does not need any light from outside. I just showed you what is that. The sun is illuminating the moon is illuminating the earth. Or the earth is getting illuminated by moon at night and sun in the day. Who is illuminating the sun and moon? Our eyes. Who is illuminating the eyes? Mind. Who is illuminating the mind? I. Who is illuminating the I? The Atma. Chaitanya. Consciousness. Now question will be, who is illuminating the consciousness? Put a stop. You have reached the destination. It is self-illumined. How it is self-illumined? Just like for your limited intellect to understand, just like the sun is self-illumined, it is of the nature of heat and light. Similarly, this Atma is also of the nature of illumination. Illumination means knowledge. And is a witness to for all. These facts are established by the virtue of Vigyan and for the clarification of Atma and Vigyan. So Vigyan means first you become convinced that you are the Atma, and then to see that this Atma is of all these words that we used, Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, it is Swatantra, it is free. You have to experiment in your life to be convinced. See, you have to experiment. Without experimentation, it is not going to. And it will, if you remain focused on the Atma, on this one, automatically you will start recognizing. Arey, yes, just give you one example. Yesterday, our Vinay came to pick us up from the airport. We entered into Wolseley, 11 Wolseley Avenue. The moment we entered, there was full 36 degrees, 37 degrees. But the moment we entered, it rained for 2 seconds and it stopped. 2 seconds only. And we have been told that whenever something this is the auspicious, this is a blessing. Oh, thank you very much. Today was not like this. Today it was drenching. See? So when you are, I'm not saying that is you start looking at everything and converting into a divine experience. This is what happens when you come to be the Atma. When one becomes aware of the oneness of the Atma with the Paramatma as a result of teaching of wise moral preceptor, a guru, or self-study of scriptures, it is. Then self-study does not mean you study by yourself. You must study under a teacher. Self-study means study of the self, the Atma. It is then that ignorance and delusion merge with its original source, that is the Paramatma, together with its instrument of action and its subsidiary sense organs, as well as the subtle body consisting of mind intellect complex. So what are we made up of at the body level? 5 organs of action. What are the 5 organs of action by which we interact with the world? Speech, hands, legs, genitals and anus, evacuation there. These are 5 organs of action. What are 5 organs of knowledge? Seeing, hearing, touching, feeling, tasting. This is through these 5 senses we take in the world. With the previous 5 we interact with the world, we hold the world, we interact with the world. With these 5 we take in the world. For whom? Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankar. These are the inner instruments. Ahankar is the one who owns all this and creates confusion afterwards. And in this manner, continuing with the 44th verse, no, not 44th verse, enough for today. We'll read these and then we'll stop. Now it goes into what is avidya and salvation. Savastha muktirityukta yupacharo yamatmani idam moksha swarupam te kathitam raghunandana jnana vijnana vairagya sahitam me paratmanaha kintvetar durlabham manye madbhakti vimukhatmanam kintvetar durlabham manye madbhakti vimukhatmanam. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om.